We are glad that you're here. Okay. We're recording now, and the next step is Anika. You're the next person up. Welcome. And if you can spotlight, let me put the spotlight on you. Here we go. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and
take it away, Anika.
Hold on. I'm having some weird feedback. Just a moment. I need to mute a device, it looks like.
No worries.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay?
You sound great to us. You sound great
okay.
and you look great. So as long as everything's okay on your end.
All right. Good. So nobody's hearing weird reverb except me. That's okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you. So welcome to Let the Games Begin, bringing gamification to the classroom and the conference. So for the conference, we're doing several things that are, I would consider unusual or different for lots of conferences. One of the things that Jessamine had mentioned was gamification. And if you're not familiar with the term, it's when you take elements that are used in games and you use them in places that aren't games. So for example, maybe if you want to get participation in the classroom, you might have like activity points, like, oh, you did this, you accomplished something, here's some points. So gamification can happen in different ways, in different forms. It doesn't necessarily mean it's exactly a game, but you're bringing those elements in, the things that wouldn't normally be games. So at the conference, we have gamification for different things. We have a place where you can explore and learn about the conference with the escape room. We have places where you can play and win. And the flip hunt is a place where that's more like a traditional game. Discord is where you have a gamification element. So people are getting points for doing things. And the Easter egg hunt is another type of game. And these are ways we have gamified, interacting, and doing things at the conference, right? Things that don't usually become games. So gamification is great to use at a conference or great to use in a classroom because there are ways for people to do things in a way that's different and fun. If you're interested in getting involved with the games being offered through the conference, you can find them on Edzilla or our conference website here. Here's the menu you can see. And if you go to About the Conference and you scroll down that drop-down menu, you'll see Flip Hunt, Easter Egg Hunt, the Escape Room, and the Discord Conference Communication Hub. So let's talk about the escape room first. So what's an online escape room? If you're familiar with real world physical escape rooms, those are rooms where you pay to get locked in and you solve puzzles and you try to get out. This is the online digital version of that. So here you can see this is actually a picture of the online escape room that we have available for the conference. And in this image here, you're locked in a theater. And if you click on things within the image, you'll get certain types of feedback, right? Like you'll hit a link and you'll get maybe a video to watch, or you'll find some backgrounds, or maybe you'll find some puzzles to do. So you'll solve those things and you'll eventually escape from the room. So I do encourage you to go visit the escape room. When you use the escape room, you'll find movie vocabulary, and there is some movie vocabulary being used in our flip hunt, which I'll talk about more later. You'll learn about the conference. You'll solve puzzles if you like doing that. And if you want a snazzy background like what I have or what Kirsten has, you can find those in the escape room as well. So those are just some of the backgrounds that we have if you want to use those. If you want to make your own escape room, it looks hard, but it's not too hard. If you know how to make a Google form, you can make an escape room. So the things that you really need are a story. So if you've done an escape room, you usually get some type of story. They give you a setting, a place, and a time, and a reason why you're locked in the room. So you'll need a story. You'll need Google Forms, because that will be your way that you lock people in. And then you'll need links and clues for people to refer to. Google Slides, Google Sites, that little room that you saw, those are optional. The most important thing are these three things here: links and clues, Google Forms, and a story. One of the most popular and one of the most famous online escape rooms doesn't have a lot of pictures to click on. It's strictly going through the Google form and solving fun little questions. So for example, this is getting people to think about currency and how much one thing equals another thing. And there's a link to go check that and to go learn about that. And if you are interested in this, this is from a library in Pennsylvania in the USA, and it's so popular. They put it in 9 different languages. One of the other games you can play at our conference, and it's one where you can actually play and win things, is the flip hunt. So what's a flip hunt? The flip hunt was designed by a Kathy Kersnowski, and it's an online scavenger hunt, but it's done via Flipgrid. So if you're not familiar with Flipgrid, here is the handy dandy logo and a very quick definition. It's a video discussion platform, and it's been built specifically for educators and their students. So teachers have been using flip hunts in different ways. You can do it to teach English language arts. Right here we have someone that's been using it to teach vocabulary or getting students to pay attention to themes in the novels. Teachers have been using it for biology, right? Getting students to record, knowing where certain parts of the body are, the bones and whatnot. So we're using a flip hunt as well. And we're just trying to get teachers involved and experience what a flip hunt is like and see if they'd like to actually utilize this type of thing in their own classrooms. But of course, the only way to get to know something is to try it. So if you want to see what a flip hunt is from a student's point of view, please join our national conference flip hunt. And if you can see here in the picture, we already have some people that have joined the flip hunt. If you want to make a flip hunt, you don't need too many things. You need a Flipgrid account, and that's free for educators. You need a recording device, so that way you can participate in the video discussions. And then you need a task sheet with points. You need people to actually do things. So for our flip hunt, we have a big running list that will hopefully be updated with more tasks as the conference goes on. So there will be even more ways for you to earn points if you participate. And basically, the player with the most points gathered by the deadline, they'll win a nice prize. So the first place winner, the person with the most points, will get a KOTESOL membership or an equivalent price applied to their membership if they're not in South Korea. And then runners up will get prizes as well. For Discord, you have another way to play and win. So you might have been hearing about Discord or having people tell you to join their Discord, and you might not know what that is. Maybe you joined our Discord and you looked at it and you didn't know what it was. It's okay if you don't. Like, this conference is about teachers helping teachers. So let's help each other. Let me help you with Discord. So what exactly is Discord? Discord is a free chatting app. It uses voice, video, and text. And it's available to people older than the age of 13. And basically, it's a place where people can hang out in communities and talk with their friends. One of the nice things about Discord, though, it's by invitation only. So for the most part, your communities are going to be pretty safe if you've only sent out that invitation link to certain people. So you don't have to worry about trolls coming into your room and ruining the atmosphere of your community for the most part. So it's not just a place to text. There are a lot of things that Discord offers. So we've gamified Discord. And when you interact on our Discord, you can earn experience points. Right? And the more points you have, the better. You can earn points on our Discord when you send messages, and that's through the text channels. Text channels are designated with a hashtag symbol. When you actively spend time in the voice channels, you can earn points. So that's dependent on the amount of hours or minutes that you spend in those rooms. And if someone likes what you said, if they give you a thumbs up, you get points for someone liking what you put into the text. So Discord doesn't need a lot of things. You just need a device like a smartphone or a computer. And you need, for our Discord server, an invitation link from the conference website. So if you are on the conference website, which you are, because I see you're in this room, if you have not joined the Discord yet, please join our Discord server. So go to the Discord conference, communication hub, hit the link, join our Discord, and get involved. We have rooms where you can socialize. I do recommend that you use your real name, though, so they can network with you properly. So we want to put names and faces. If you can put your real picture, that would be great as well. There are places for announcements. If you have questions, there's a help section. It is one of the places where a lot of information is coming in, and you can find a lot of information as well. So for the Discord, send messages, network, share information in the text channels, and you'll get points for it. Talk via audio or video in the voice channel, you'll get points for it. You can watch videos, contribute to collaborative film projects that we're doing during the conference, and you can vote in the Reels section. If you didn't know, we are doing a filmmaking festival concurrently with our national conference. And if you haven't seen our student videos yet or our non-student videos yet, I highly encourage you to go check them out. We have them available there, and I believe we also have them available via YouTube playlists as well. But I'm going to encourage you to go to Discord because I want you to join the Discord server. So go to the Discord server, watch the videos, and go vote. You can also visit our platinum sponsor, Oxford University Press. So they have a nice little channel there. You can pop in, say hello, get points again for saying hello, And the more points you get, the better. So what could you possibly get? You could possibly win a KOTESOL membership or the price equivalent, which will be applied to your membership fee if you're not in South Korea. Runner-ups will win one prize, including one of the following listed. We have some really wonderful sponsors this year, specifically Express Publishing and Ways Goose Press. They're very generous with the gifts that they've given us. So if you're interested in getting something, you should participate. The Easter egg hunt. This is another place where you can play and win. So what exactly is an Easter egg? I know the image most people get in their minds is probably of those plastic eggs filled with fake grass and jelly beans, or maybe you're thinking of like a chocolate egg filled with fake cream. That is not this type of Easter egg. I'm sorry. This is different. So one of the terms you'll hear for hidden references and nods and allusions to other texts within a movie, they're usually called an Easter egg. And they usually have to do with nodding to other forms of film, directors, and other influences. So if you're not sure what an Easter egg is, there's an example if you've ever watched the Black Panther. So in Black Panther, there's a part where Shuri is showing her brother these amazing shoes that tie themselves. And she says they're fully automated like the old American movie Baba used to watch. And the only movie where we see automated shoelaces is Back to the Future. So that is like an Easter egg, right? It's not something people expected, but it is a nod and a reference to another movie. Another Easter egg is if you're familiar with Pixar movies are notorious for their Easter eggs, right? There's references to all kinds of things happening in their other Pixar movies to the point where fans think there is a united Pixar universe. So you know what an Easter egg is. What is the Easter egg hunt all about? Because you've probably heard about it and you're not quite sure what it is. Well, for us, we have 7 movies floating around all of the sessions that are happening this weekend. For these movies, these are going to be our Easter eggs. Okay? This is our way of nodding to the fact that this is all about filmmaking and we're celebrating creativity. One of the things that you will need to participate in the Easter egg hunt is this Google form. And you can access this again through the About Conference drop-down menu. This will be your Easter egg basket. Okay. If you've looked at, I believe it's the schedule at a glance, you'll see like a big spreadsheet with like times and when speakers are going on and what day. You'll see that a couple people have maybe an egg and a number next to their name, and other speakers without eggs and numbers. Speakers with an egg and number, you will know exactly what to put into the Google form and where. So if you attend Stuart Gray's session at 12 o'clock on Saturday, you know you will get the Easter egg that goes into question 2 on the Google form. Now, all of these other sessions that you see, there's not a specific egg with them, but they will have mystery eggs. You don't know which egg you're going to get. Maybe you'll get egg number 7. Maybe you'll get egg number 3. But if you go to Stewart's, you know you will definitely get the answer that will go into the second question of the Google form. So let me help you. If you want an answer to Google form question 1, this is it. Here's your Easter egg. You can go to the Google form and enter in the title, Back to the Future. That will open up Easter egg 1. That is the correct answer. I know for sure. Put it in. You have 1 egg now. Now, how are you going to get the others? You have to go to sessions. So go to sessions. So that way you can find all of those eggs. Okay, so you've gone to 1 session. You need to go to at least 6 more sessions to find those eggs. So good luck. But you'll have fun doing it, right? There's so much great content. It won't be an issue, right? So find those eggs, put them into the Google form in the correct order. So make sure you know, this is egg number 3, put it into question number 3. Oh, here's my mystery egg, and that's number 4. I'll put it into 4. Okay. Fill out the form and turn it in. If you want to make your own line Easter egg hunt, you don't need too many things. The most important thing, once again for this activity, is a Google form. You need a place where people can put their answers. Then you need a message, an image, a reference. You want something that people will be on the lookout for. And then you need to embed that message or hide it somewhere in your story. But you can also backwards engineer it, right? So maybe you already have a story, and maybe you'll pick certain things that you want students to be aware of, right? So maybe there's an audio story, maybe there's a movie. Some of you will probably already do these in certain classes where you'll watch a movie in class, okay? And you give your students a sheet of paper. I want you to pay attention, look for these items. This is not that different from that. It's just that we're doing it through Google Form and it's digital. So again, this is another way to win and get something fun. This is the same type of prize that we are offering for the Flip Hunt and for Discord as well. So maybe you didn't do great at the Discord. Maybe you didn't do great on Flip Hunt. Maybe go ahead and try hard for the Easter egg hunt. There's 3 different ways to win. If you really want that membership, go for it. I say play all of the games. So why are we making teachers do these games? Not only is this fun, okay, we're doing it so it's fun, but also it's a great way to learn. And we do want you to see how you might possibly be able to take these games out into your classrooms, right? If you know how to do it and what it's like, and if it's fun, maybe it'll be fun for your students as well, and you could try it with them. You can alter them and do whatever you need to do to them to make them fun. But it's a different way to learn and assess and things like that. So if you are interested in resources, I have resources here. I will be making this PPT available. I believe I can put it on my assets on Adzilla, and you can look at how these things were made. There's a lot of great resources out there for how to do these things. And if you even just go into YouTube and type how to make a digital escape room, which is what I did, you can find all kinds of information.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That list of resources at the end is particularly exciting. I'm going to have to check that out on the site later. Does anyone, what kind of questions do people have? I think I have a lot of questions, some of which will only be addressed once I go to the games themselves and try to figure out how to play them. This is a reminder of what it feels like to be a student. I'm going to have to figure some things out myself now, which is a good experience to have. What questions do people have? I'm wondering one thing, Anika, which is, have you done any of these things with your students here? Have you done a digital escape room or any of this stuff with them?
I haven't done a digital escape room yet. I want to. I've done a scavenger hunt, but not online yet. I've done it in person with my students and they respond to it really well because they work in teams and it's different from just sitting at a desk, but they're doing certain things where they have to tell each other jokes in English, or they have to go greet someone in a certain way for their conversation class. So they're putting in things in there that I want them to do and hopefully exercising those skills. And I think online it could be fun.
Great. Yeah, I'm familiar with teachers using escape rooms in the classroom. The digital thing is completely new. So I'm very curious to see that and see how it works. We've got a question in the chat box from James. Do all students have Gmail accounts, or have they been able to log in with Naver and when you've done things with them?
Let's see. For Flipgrid, there are different ways to register your students in the system. Okay. You can do this either through their school email accounts, like you can approve people joining if they have a certain school email address. And you can also open it up to people by accepting certain types of email domains like Naver or Down. So if you have joined our national conference Flipgrid hunt, we tried to include as many types of email domain names as possible. If your domain name is not there or the type that you use, please let us know so we can add it to the list. So we have Naver, Down, Outlook, Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo. And those are what we have in our domain list right now that are approved. If yours isn't there, let me know so you can be involved in the flip hunt. Let's see, for the Gmail accounts, I don't believe people need to have a Gmail account to access a Google form. They just have to access the link. So the link has to be able to be shared. But I don't think they'll need a Gmail account to do it. If you are trying to track scores for the escape room, if you have that, you might need that. But again, I think with Gmail, you can have a place where they can enter in their email so you know who it was from.
How are you going to keep track of scores for the flip hunt?
For the flip hunt?
Yeah,
for the
is
flip
there a
hunt,
form for that, or how does the scoring work for that?
That's a really good question. Thank you. So for the flip hunt, when you submit something to Flipgrid, you'll need to put a hashtag and then the title of what the task is called. And then we're going to later on go through and look for the people that have done those tasks. And those hashtags will help us filter out who did those things and who didn't. So that way we can make sure people are getting the proper points set.
Okay, so it's also good practice labeling things correctly, which is another one of those things I ask students to do that I'm not necessarily good at doing myself. So good practice. Yeah.
Yes, it is one of the things that we put on our description for the flip hunt. If you don't label it, we can't give you points, which is what I feel like I do with my students too. If you don't put your name on it, I can't give you a grade.
Yeah. Well, I teach teachers. A lot of my students are teachers, and they are the worst at remembering to put their names on things. Absolutely. Yeah. Any questions about Easter eggs or about Discord? I know Discord is something that lots of people use if they are video game players, but I never knew about it until recently. So, Ria?
Hi. Well, Anika and I work together, and we have also used Flipgrid. I'm not sure how familiar everyone is with Flipgrid in our classes before. And some of the tricky things are the things we're asked about, like getting them to register properly. But one of the things that I really enjoy is you can have them post an initial task, and have them respond to other people's videos. So it's kind of a layered exercise where they have to, it's like commenting on someone else's work. And you're also free to do that at our event, right, Anika? I think it's set up for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can go in and actually, we should probably share a screen so you can take a look at it.
Yeah, that might be a great idea. I also wanted to mention, if the current participants are interested in having a bit of chat time before we do the next session in breakout rooms, we could probably work that in as well, couldn't we, Anika?
Sure.
Yeah, but I think seeing a visual of the Flipgrid stuff might really help.
Yeah, let's see that.
Wrong browser. Sorry. Here it is. So here's the Flipgrid. I'll go in here, and what you'll actually see. Oh, look. Like this. So here you can see at the side, there are instructions on how to do the flip hunt. You can access a Google Doc with tasks, and you don't have to use a Google Doc. You could do a PDF, you could do a Word doc. You just have to make sure you upload it or add some type of link so people can access those tasks. You would go to add response after checking over those tasks, and you can play along and get involved. So here we have
in the spirit of kindness.
Greg has used the hashtag kindness, and I believe that's going to get him 5 or 6 points.
Roughly quoting, and maybe this is sort of borrowing from Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movie. I don't even remember the scene, but he says something like, all we have to do is make the best of what has been given us. And you have been given so many gifts, and you are better than you think you are. Now, believe it.
So the nice thing is, you can leave a comment if you want. You can leave.
First question, can you give me the name of the
video comment as well? And the tasks are different types of things. So there's a task about like sharing what your favorite movies are, giving advice to other people. So there's a variety of tasks you can do, and you can use them in really different ways if you decide to do a flip hunt in your own. Oh, I didn't see that. Did you want to watch one more video?
Greg's was wonderful. That I feel really inspired after that one.
Oh, I think you should play Stuart's joke video.
Okay, I'll play that one. Sorry, I didn't see that.
You put some thought into it.
Okay, jokes. So a son is watching the news and he calls his father on his cell phone, and his father is driving, and the son says to the father, "Dad, be careful on the road. The news says there's some crazy person driving down the wrong side of the motorway." And the dad says, "One? There's thousands." And another joke. A Buddhist walks up to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." The hot dog vendor gives him the hot dog, and the Buddhist asks for his change. And the vendor says, "Change comes only from within." And just one more, why not? These are terrible. These are terrible jokes. One more that I got from my grandfather. True story. Towards the end of his life, my grandfather had one of his legs amputated, but he had a very good, humorous attitude towards, and he told me this joke. He said, a man went into hospital to have one of his legs amputated, And obviously he's very nervous, and he goes under anesthesia, and he wakes up and one of his legs is gone. The doctor comes in and says, "Sir, I got some bad news and I got some good news." And the man says, "Well, give me the bad news first." And the doctor says, "We've amputated the wrong leg." And the man says, "That's terrible. What's the good news?" And the doctor says, "That guy over there wants to buy your shoes." So there you go, some jokes. They're very terrible, I'm sorry. But there you go, some jokes. Enjoy the conference.
And one of the nice things with Flipgrid is you can use the app to record like in real time, or you can upload something through the app so it'll go into the grid. And Flipgrid offers a lot of different filters, stickers, and other things that are fun for students. Or if you're like my students, a way to make stickers huge and cover your face so I never see them. Did you want to go into breakout rooms and talk to each other and maybe bounce ideas off each other of would you actually use these things and how you would use them?
We have about 5 minutes left. So if we could do that for about 4 minutes and then come back here to finish up. Yeah. Do we have, how many people do we have here right now? Okay, I'm going to make breakout rooms that are about 5 people. Let's see. And I'm going to do this automatically. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but we don't have much time. So automatic breakout rooms, it's luck of the draw, but you all like each other, right? So let's go. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry to bring you back. I hope you had a chance to talk a little bit in that short period of time. There's a lot we could say about technology, but we have to wrap it up, unfortunately, so that we can move on to the next event, which is going to be Michael Freeman sharing Korean film history with us. Ria says that Kat has a cool book on making an escape room for the class. And I would really appreciate, the name of that book. That would be great. If anyone else has something really interesting that they want to put in the chat right now, this would be the time. Ooh, Escape the Classroom by Fiona Wall Minami. That sounds good. Ooh, cool. Anika, do you have any last things to say before we go over to Discord?
If you want more information on the Easter egg hunt, I believe our program chair, Heidi Nam, is going to be going into it some more during the opening ceremony. So if you want more information on that, please check that out on Saturday. We have, yes, please put information into Discord. There's a place where people can put things in Discord. If you want to ask questions, I will be on Discord. I pop up at strange times and I am bad at separating from my media. So I will check messages if you go in there. And if you want to leave
the invite for the Discord again? How do we?
So if you go to our Edzilla site,
okay,
and you go to the About the Conference section.
Yeah, I was
probably
just,
a lot easier.
Could you drop it in the chat, Anika? Because I'm not entirely sure how to get to it. You know better than I do. Yeah. Yeah, Discord is really amazing. I was very intimidated by it the first time I saw it during the international conference at the beginning of 2021, but it is completely amazing. And I think the better we get at using it, the more connected we'll all be.
Sorry, it takes a bit to go get the link. Okay.
Yep, that's great. If you put that link in there, we're set. Yeah. Wonderful. So everyone, that link will take you to the invite, right? So that you can set up Discord. And I hope everyone will do that because the Discord server is a really awesome place to meet all of the KOTESOL people. The best thing about KOTESOL conferences, when they were in person, the best thing was always meeting people. And I think there's still a lot of possibilities to meet people. I've still met a lot of people at KOTESOL conferences, even when they're online. So let's make use of that. Okay. Thank you so much, Anika.
Thank you. Thank
And
you for hosting. I really appreciate it.
no problem. My pleasure. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. I was so glad to see so many people come to the first session, even though it was on a Wednesday night. And I
Yes,
hope
thank you
everybody
for your
has a
time.
wonderful Thursday and Friday. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming. Go play games. Go win.
Everyone.